first night in the apartment all alone. It was fine. Nothing exciting happened, which is great. It was a pretty normal night. In fact, I was planning on filming this part, or this intro of the video last night, but I was so tired I went to bed. But basically, we have this long list of things I need to get done. I'm hoping to get them done 100% on my own, like before my mom gets home. And then I want to text a family member who's really good at hanging things, because I'm looking to hang a floating shelf and redo my entire closet, basically. Not while my mom's gone, not redoing the closet, but I want to make sure that what I found on Amazon will fit in my closet. Alright, and just like that, I'm dressed. I'm also out of my wheelchair, so I'm in my stubbies. And we're gonna tackle finishing unpacking near the cubbies first. And then we'll think about texting some people regarding my floating shelf and my closet shelves. Alright, so I know it looks bad. We've got like a pile over there, a pile here, and a pile here. This one is all cable box and electronic stuff. This is all stuff I'd like to keep. I unpacked. I need to find a place for them like ASAP because I'm going to use it. And over there is all of my medals and trophies and stuff, so I need to be able to purchase a rack to put them on, just like I had at the old place. And then over here's the mirror I would like to return. Yes, I like Stranger Things, that's 11. And a pile of trash. So during that previous time lapse, I was able to also call Jaden. He's gonna come over, and I think we're gonna get a second set of cubbies after he measures them to see if there's enough room. And if we do, maybe we can put them together, so then I finally have a place to put all the things I wanted to keep. We're also going to look into the trophy racks, and return the mirror to Walmart. I think I'm going to put all the medals in a box that is just considered wall decorations, because I don't think I'm going to hang them up today. Alright, I'm sweating now. But basically, I was able to put all the medals and trophies into a box that was already labeled wall decorations. I turned an empty box into trash. So we only have 2 piles left. Both piles is stuff I want to keep. And this is all the electronics. Both of them, I'm in the mirror actually. Both of them I'm going to wait for Jaden this afternoon to help me out, because all this stuff is going on the new cubbies we're probably purchasing, and all of this, at least the cable box, will also go in the new cubbies, and we will figure out which cords I still need and which ones I could just get rid of. So yeah, that's it for this morning. I'll see you this afternoon with Jaden. So guys, yes, I'm in pajamas again. I'm in my puppy pajamas. But a quick update for today. It's only 5:30, but it's been a lot, so I'm in my pajamas. Don't mind me. We went to Walmart. We got a bunch of stuff. It had almost everything I needed, including, we thought, the white cubbies. We came back and the white cubbies unfortunately were the wrong size, so I'm going to order those another day, but I crossed it off because we did measure them. It's 3 feet by 3 feet. We did not return the mirror to Walmart because unfortunately Mom has the receipt and it was bought with her card, so there was no way just Jaden and I could get our money back for the mirror, so that's still in my van as well with the white cubbies to return eventually. And good news, we got the webcam and my Switch hooked up to my PC, so tonight hopefully I can do a test stream. This corner looks a whole lot better, no more piles on the floor. I did just kind of shove everything into the one cubbies, so eventually I can actually make them look nice and not just completely filled. And I still need to find a place to put that white chest once I do get the correct cubbies. And this is the wheelchair charging station. It's right next to my PC. We bought this little like adapter for the outlet, so my 2 outlets turn into 6 and even like 7 and 8 because of USB and USB-C. And we put up command hooks so that I could hang the cords where I can reach them, and we put the rest of the cords underneath my PC so that I don't run them over and get all caught up in them. So yeah, let me go chillax for a bit, and I will be back and ready to set up OBS for a random test stream. I think everything's working. Chat's working, we got me up here. And you can hear me, hopefully. And if we play something here real quick, you should be able to hear it. Hear it in the background of my mic. But once we're in game, you should be able to hear it very Hey guys, so it's now day 2 of this video, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I would just like to take a minute to talk about all the little things I've done to my apartment to make it more accessible to myself. So we'll start with my bedroom that I'm in currently. I have hooks screwed into the wall. They're really heavy duty and they have rubber on the end of them. Reason being that when I get dressed in the morning, sometimes my entire body weight is on the hooks. So they do have to be screwed into the wall. When I was younger, I used to be able to use command hooks, but obviously at 21 years old, they no longer hold my weight. So I have just a few heavy-duty hooks that I hang my bags on and use to get dressed. Also by my closet, I have a green stool. It's a normal green stool. It was falling apart a while ago, so the only thing we've ever done to it is recover it with that green vinyl-y stuff. But it's the perfect height for my stubbies, so I put them on. Another thing is my bed. Maybe from pictures it looks a little off. That's because it's not an actual, like, normal-sized bed. We got a foam mattress and cut it to the size that I wanted it to be, and that allows for a lot more room in my bedroom, actually, because it's not a full-size bed. And then we did the same thing with the bed frame. It was metal, and a family friend of ours cut it, like, literally in half, and took the part of it that I no longer needed, and then welded it back together. And then my desk. My desk is quite unique. It's Uphill, the brand. The reason I really like that brand is because it goes all the way from coffee table height so really low, so when I'm in my stubbies, I still can reach everything on my desk, including my computer, all the way to standing height. It's the only desk for a couple months when Mom and I were doing research that had such a wide range of sitting to standing. There's plenty of sitting to standing desks, which right now I'm sitting at mine, but none of them went all the way to coffee table height. And then, as previously saw in the video, is my wheelchair charging station. It's also the outlet I use to plug my PC tower into, so there's a lot of cords in this area. So we do our best of trying to keep them out of the way so I'm not rolling over the top of them, because that'll just wear the wire down and eventually it won't work anymore. And then I bought a little outlet like cover, but it adds more outlets. So instead of one outlet, I plug this bigger outlet into it and it gives me 6 more spots to charge things. That's about it here in the bedroom though. So we'll move on to the bathroom. So I'm here now in my bathroom. In the bathroom here I have a shower bench. It's quite long so that when I do transfer into the shower my wheelchair, I'm reassured that my wheelchair won't get wet. Obviously I would like to get wet, but my wheelchair cannot get wet. In the shower I also have a suction cup shower head holder. With most showers, the shower head is at the very top and I can't aim it at myself because I can't reach it. So for me to be able to reach the shower head, we put it just down lower. And then also over the toilet, I have a commode. Pretty plain and simple. It basically raises the seat of the toilet to be the same height as my wheelchair, so it makes transferring easier. That's about it in here for the bathroom, so let's move on to my kitchen. We are now here in the kitchen. I can't reach everything in the fridge, so we've come up with just simple ways even at home you could do yourself so that I could reach everything in it. We have a Lazy Susan for the condiments, which then freezes up, which then allows the door to be free so that we can put all of my leftovers and all of the items that I want to reach, like the milk, in the door instead of in the way back of the fridge. Another thing is the oven. I have 2 ovens, in fact. I have a normal oven just with the knobs in the front instead of the way back. That makes it easy so I can use the stove top. The second oven I actually use as an oven because there's no stove top to it. It's just like a pizza oven. Yeah, I have to make my food in smaller portions because it's not as big as a normal oven, so I have smaller pans that fit in it. But that also makes it easier for me to like carry the food. If I were to make a big casserole, I can actually lift it out of the oven safely, whereas if it was a massive casserole, I may not have the strength to lift it. There's a lot more here in the kitchen. I have little gadgets, which as I keep filming here in my new apartment, you'll see. I'm not going to go through every single little one right now, but those are like the 2 biggest things in the kitchen here that I have. So last but not least is the living room and dining room. This apartment is open concept, so it's just one big room here. Currently we're using our old dining table from the old house, but eventually I would like to replace it to be the exact same as my desk. So if I'm cooking, no matter what pieces of equipment I'm using to get around, I will be able to reach the dining table, which is super nice for the same reasons as in my bedroom, basically. Also, a TV stand with shelves I have specifically in the corner there. I'm looking into a better one, but this one works for now. It has enough, there's the very top shelf I can reach, which is great. So everything that I need to reach just automatically goes on the top shelf, like the PlayStation, the Switch, the remote, the internet, the printer, all of that. I just remembered there's one more place. So I'm here in my hallway, which is also where my laundry is. I specifically asked for a washer and dryer with knobs in the front. Like, this is my washer and everything's in the front. Reason being, same as the oven, just so I could reach it a whole lot easier than having to like climb on top of the washer and dryer to turn it on and make it run. So I'm back in my bedroom here, and I think that's it for the video. I'm going to have plenty more happening in my apartment, but I think that's it for now. I'm pretty much moved in. I have all the accommodations I need. There's tiny little things I still need to figure out, but we'll get there eventually. And I'll see you on the next solo vlog.